The world of Runeterra might be one of the most fascinating and intricate fantasy settings in modern gaming. While League of Legends is commonly associated with its wildly popular competitive scene, Riot Games have been taking great strides in recent years to flesh out their world and the characters that reside within, even going so far as to reboot the entire story in 2015. While this push for a deeper narrative has been widely appreciated by the game's lore community, the results have been controversial at times. With a retconned world came the need to retcon characters. Riot has made a substantial effort in the last few years to reimagine the backstories of League's iconic champions to fit them into the new lore, but not every change has been met with positive feedback. Let's face it, no writer is perfect and hindsight is 2020, so a number of characters throughout the years have been left with less than stellar backstories compared to most of the roster. Still, it is my firm belief that criticism should always be supplemented with suggestions and feedback for improvement, which is what we're here to discuss today. Hello and welcome to Runeterra Rewrites, a series in which I'll be offering my own takes on League's most controversial stories and champions. My aim is simple: to propose alternative versions of these stories that better match the characters' themes and concepts, without needing to alter anything regarding their in-game designs or voice lines. With all that being said, please sit back, relax, and let us begin, shall we? Many sacred trees bloom throughout the mystical land of Ionia. The spirit blossom, the ghost willow. Yet even among them, the dreaming tree is unique, for it is intrinsically linked to the subconscious minds of all Runeterra's denizens. It is for this reason that an ancient tribe of Vastaya have guarded the dreaming tree since time immemorial, and why Lillia is prepared to brave any danger to ensure its survival. The Kayun are an elusive Vastayan tribe who reside beyond Ionia's infamous Garden of Forgetting. For countless generations, they have guarded and thrived off of the Dreaming Tree, said to have been planted long ago by the Green Father himself. The Dreaming Tree sustains itself on the pleasant dreams of mortals, storing them within the fruit that grows on its branches. In turn, the tree's power serves as a ward against nightmares and the malevolent forces that feed upon them. As the Kayun safeguard the Dreaming Tree, so too do they safeguard the slumbering minds of all Runeterra, and by partaking of its fruit, they can glimpse the wondrous fantasies contained within. Little did the Kayun know, however, that their own dreams would bear a very special fruit the moment they began tending to the sapling. Centuries later, when the sacred tree finally reached maturity, one of its blooms fell to the ground. The Kayun watched in awe as this bloom slowly took the form of one of their kind, still adorning the flower she was born from atop her head. This child of the dreaming tree was named Lillia, and she became an interpreter of its will. Despite her supposedly sacred duty, however, Lillia quickly proved herself skittish and shy. She seldom interacted with the other members of the tribe, often hiding away when they came to visit the Dreaming Tree, and seemed to prefer the company of the dreams housed within. Through these, Lillia could peer into the sleeping minds of mortals across Ionia, and she found herself increasingly fascinated by them. Where the Kayun could catch only fleeting glimpses, Lillia could interpret the true meaning behind these dreams, granting her a perspective unlike any other. However, these pleasant dreams would not last. On one dreadful night, something unexpected happened. The Dreaming Tree began to bear rotten fruit, and its vibrant bark started to dim. Taking this as an ill omen, the Kayun elders turned to Lillia for guidance, though what she saw in her mother tree terrified Lillia to her core. Horrid dreams of the land of flame, assailed by angry strangers clad in dark steel. These nightmares were a reflection of the reality that Ionia was now facing, the invasion of Noxus. Though the Cayune did what they could to keep the Dreaming Tree alive and ward off the nightmare's dark influence, it was all for naught. The longer the war dragged on, the more the Dreaming Tree wilted. Without their patron's fruit to sustain them, many Cayune likewise fell ill, and many were soon trapped in nightmares from which they could not awake. Many thought the Dreaming Tree to be lost, but even as the other Cayune began to contemplate abandoning their grove, Lillia could sense her mother tree's will calling out to her. In an instant, Lillia knew what she must do. Someone must set out to restore peaceful dreams to the land and banish the nightmares, and that someone was her. Taking up one of the last of the Dreaming Tree's untainted bows, Lillia took her first steps beyond the grove. Though the world beyond frightens her, Lillia knows there is just as much wonder out there as there is terror, and she will do whatever she must to restore peaceful dreams to the world, even if she sometimes fumbles along the way.